Hi, if you've clicked on this video, chance is that you have a very strong passion for literature, probably mainly for Italian literature, and you're expecting me to talk to you about La Divina Commedia the way a professor or a teacher would? Well, let's address the elephant in the room. I'm no teacher, I'm not a professor. I don't actually even have an high school diploma. Reason being that I left school right in the middle where we were actually studying La Divina Commedia in Dante. I got so sick of it, I hated it so much that I actually decided just to leave school, and I went to London where I spent like 10 years of my life. Funny story is that I went there with one of my high school mates. She's now my wife, we have 2 beautiful kids, and I'm here talking to you about Divina Commedia. We became full circle. Coincidence? I don't think so. Anyway, as I said, I'm not a professor, I don't have anything to teach you. This is not the case for me. I'm pretty much like Dante in a way. The only difference is that he got to see God's face, he went to heaven and experienced the full journey. I'm pretty much still stuck in the middle of my Inferno. So let's start with no further ado. The very first famous words of La Divina Commedia are: nel mezzo del cammin di nostra vita mi ritrovai per una selva oscura che la diritta via era smarrita. What happens here? Dante is in his mid-30s and he's telling us in a very smart way, look dude, I'm talking to you, I'm telling you about something that happens to me. This is my journey, but really it's not. It's everyone's journey. Look at this, he uses nostra vita, our life, nel mezzo del cammin di nostra vita, right in the middle of a journey of our life. Mi ritrovai per una selva oscura. I found me stuck in a dark place. So it's our life, but I found me. I found myself stuck in the middle of the dark place. So doesn't sound right. It's almost like a grammatical error. There is an issue here. So if it's our life, how come that you're just talking about yourself? Because that's the way it is. It's the journey of Dante, but the problem is everyone's problem. At one point, everyone will feel like he's stuck in a dark place, that there is no way out, and the path that should lead you to heaven, because bear in mind that we're all looking for heaven. Heaven is the ultimate goal. It doesn't matter if you're not a Christian, if you're not baptized, if you're not a believer. When I say heaven, even if La Divina Commedia is pretty much considered by most people like almost a theological book, when I speak about heaven, and even I believe that when Dante speaks about heaven to a certain extent, it doesn't mean like literal heaven, like the religious heaven, even if it does, okay, of course, it's the Divina Commedia. But heaven, to us, for the sake of our journey, when I say the word heaven, we need to think about like what heaven means to everyone, even atheist people. This happy place, the fulfillment of your person, like the accomplishment of who you are. So, the funny thing, as I said, is that Dante starts like this. I'm talking about myself, and at the same time I'm talking about everyone else. But, I mean, you're stuck in a dark place, right? You're doing this because you actually want to get to heaven in order to see Beatrice. And you are in this dark place. What's the reason behind the Inferno book and the Purgatory book? Why does he need to go through Inferno and Purgatory first before actually getting to go to heaven? Well, that's the reason. There's no easy way out, okay? What happens here is Dante actually, he doesn't know how, but he finds himself in this dark place, so he starts to look for a way out, and then he sees a road that goes uphill to a place where the sun is shining. It looks very nice, it feels hopeful, so he starts to climb the hill, but at one point 3 wild animals just stops his path. So he's very scared, he doesn't know what to do, and he feels like those 3 animals are actually pushing him back away from the way out. He's talking about his fears, he's talking about his weaknesses, what makes him actually keep on going back, doing the same mistake over and over, and being stuck in his life. And at one point, he sees someone else, and it's a figure that he doesn't really recognize at first, but then we'll find out that the figure he sees, the person he's looking at, is Virgilio, the poet. So, what happens? Virgilio just gets to go to him, and he tells him, look dude, I'm Virgilio, blah blah blah, and Dante is shocked because he loves Virgilio very much. Virgilio tells him that there's no way out. He actually uses those beautiful words which I'm gonna read for you. A te convien tenere altro viaggio, rispose poi che lagrimar mi vide, se vuoi campar de sto loco selvaggio. He's telling him, look dude, if you want to survive this, if you want to get out from the dark wood, from the dark place, you need to find another way. Your fears, your weaknesses are always going to hunt you back. The only way out is actually to go through it. That's when Virgilio tells Dante to go to hell. It actually tells him, just follow me, we'll go through hell, we'll go through the evil, through Inferno, through hell itself. Sometimes life can be a real hell. So Virgilio tells him, follow me, we'll go through hell, then we'll see the purgatory, and then once you've experienced life in its total, experiencing it doesn't mean that Dante needs to become evil in order to experience evil. He needs to acknowledge that there is evil. He needs to acknowledge the very nature of evil that is within everyone, that can happen to everyone. Dante is pretty much shocked, and you can feel by the words he's using that it's shocked, he's scared, but he's very excited because, you know, Virgilio, the person, the writer, the poet that he loves the most, is actually going with him through, you know, an adventure, through hell. He's going to experience the afterlife with Virgilio. So you can actually feel Dante being scared and excited. I'll just read it for you in Italian so you can actually feel what it tastes. Poeta, io ti richeggio per quell'Iddio che tu non conoscesti. A ciò che io fugga, questo male è peggio. Che tu mi meni là dove or dicesti, se io che io veggia la porta di San Pietro, e color cui tu fai tu tanto onesti. Allor si mosse, ed io li tenni dietro. He's saying, Virgilio, yeah, I'm following you, I'm on it, I'm with you. So we're gonna do this in order to see, you know, the afterlife and do the experience of understanding the reason, the meaning of life. We'll see, you know, the people in hell, the people who are suffering, and then we'll see the hope of people in purgatory that are actually hoping to see, you know, God once they have they get the chance to get out from purgatory. And then finally, after I experience the whole thing, I'll get to see Beatrice, I'll get to see heaven, I'll get to see God. This is how the Divina Commedia ends, and this is amazing. I mean, the way Dante uses Virgilio to tell us probably one of the most important things in the whole comedy, in the whole Commedia. He uses Virgilio to make us understand that everyone grows up looking at someone else. Dante is not going like, okay, one day I decided I would go through hell and experience the afterlife. No, no, no. He's looking at Virgilio. He's looking at Virgilio also because Virgilio wrote about Inferno, the Hades, before Dante. He's actually looking at Virgilio as if he was his hero, his master, the guide, and that's the way we grow up. Everyone grows up this way. Starting when you are a toddler, you learn to walk looking at others walking, looking at your parents walking. And this is the way everyone grows up. There's no other way. And Dante is telling us here, we need to be very careful choosing our guides, our masters. We need to be very careful also about what we look at. The most used verb in the whole of the Divina Commedia is to look. So the look, the way we look at things, the way we look within things makes a huge difference. Actually makes us who we are. So this is pretty much how the first chapter goes. I will read it for you in Italian, so if you want to stick a little longer, I'll just go through the chapter very quickly. And thank you very much for sticking, thank you very much for listening. Hit the subscribe button if you like, hit the like button if you like the video, comment in the comment section below if you like to share the video. Thank you very much, let's begin the journey. I'll see you later.